Okay, let's start first and foremost with a definition. Proptech is one small part of the wider, and it's this word, digital transformation of the property industry. Proptech is a marketing phrase. It really is not it's not a thing. It's just a marketing phrase. I think that about 8 or 9 years ago, I was one of probably 2 or 3 people that came up with Proptech as a term. And all it was a hashtag. We created a community on Twitter. The Americans called it ReTech, real estate tech. And we got fed up because we didn't like the Americans calling it ReTech, which didn't make any sense to us. We called it property, not real estate. So it was just a hashtag. Proptech doesn't mean anything. Digital transformation does. Digital transformation impacts every single sector, every single industry, every single company. It's the digitization of our business processes. It takes 7 to 10 years to go from start to finish. One of the biggest changes you have to make is in this next bit. It describes a movement driving a mentality change within the real estate industry and its consumers regarding technology-driven innovation. This is nothing to do with technology at all, I promise. This is all about a mentality shift. Now, Sergio, get your glasses on, come here. I need a smart gentleman and a smart lady, and I've already spotted you because I really like what you're wearing. Come here. Come up on the phone. Right, I need a gentleman with a tie. There you are, sir. You've got a tie. Come here. I am sorry, but your tie gives you away. Right, Sergio, stand here. Gentlemen, you look good too. Come here. You didn't expect this today. There you go. Right, you stand over here like that, and you stand over here like that. One more, one more. I'm going to squeeze in the middle. Okay. I didn't expect this was going to happen either, just so you know. Right. It's about mentality change. It's not a technological change. So just one thing for you. This is the market today. Ties, looking very smart. This, with a hoodie, is the market of today, tomorrow, 5 years. Some of you will wear a hoodie. This here, wear your glasses. Yeah. Put them on. Okay. This is the market of tomorrow. In 10 years' time, all of you will wear this.
Are you sure?
No. But my point, and it's a very strong point, and we might have some fun, it's more than technology, it's a mentality shift. Thank you. Give them a round of applause. Not you, Sergio. Thank you, young man. Now, let me just extend that a little bit, because it's a little bit loose. But I was in a conference doing Sergio's job, actually, in Singapore. And the organizers asked me to wear business attire. Business attire. I had no idea what business attire meant. So, I started the day in a suit, a little bit like that gentleman there. A suit, a smart tie. I even shined my shoes. And I started the conference talking to the delegates in Singapore. They are not like the Spanish. They were a little bit sad. Couldn't make them smile at all. But I said to them, I was asked to wear business attire during the day. And I said, I don't know what that means. And so throughout the day, I did a striptease. You know a striptease where you start undressing. So Sergio, if you want to do this, it's okay. Maybe a little later. So every speaker that came on, I then took another bit of clothing off. By the end of the day, I was wearing, honestly, swimming shorts and flip-flops. Nothing else. And the reason was because I said it's a mentality change. And genuinely, some people in business today think that what they're wearing as a suit is the right thing in terms of business, but a lot of the PropTech businesses now genuinely will wear flip-flops and shorts. And it was a tiny demonstration of the difference in the mentality we have today, simply around what we wear, not about technology, and the difficulty we have as a real estate sector to understand each other. You have the real estate, traditional real estate, just in the way they dress is different, let alone the psychology of the mind, let alone the technology that they are having within their sector is different. So yes, it is describing a movement driving mentality change within the real estate industry, its consumers and its employers and employees regarding technology-driven innovation. And lastly, in the data assembly, transacting, and design of buildings and cities. I will give you some data later on which talks to you all about data and data assembly. I will talk to you about transacting and how transactions are changing. Design of buildings and cities. All of this is a plethora, a raft, a giant amount of different technologies that are impacting your sector today. And so that, ladies and gentlemen, is what PropTech is. And the most important aspect is simply comes back to mentality. Sergio, I hope you're wearing socks and underpants. Okay. All right, let's look at this a little bit more detail. So in 2017, this was what they thought PropTech was. This was in a report by Professor Andrew Baum, looking at describing visually what PropTech was. It had PropTech here, it had FinTech, which is obviously one of the sectors which is important, had a crossover in the middle, which was real estate FinTech. The shared economy is having a significant impact, but this was too simplistic. The property market is far, far, far bigger than that. So let me just break this down. So we have educational tech, energy tech, environment tech, health tech, infratech, infrastructure, insurtech, legal tech, regulatory tech. It goes on and on and on. The reason the property market is being, and I don't like the term, disrupted, so let's call it innovated, and I'm going to talk about that later, is because of all of these technologies which impact the property market. This is not about you as a broker. This is not about you selling a home. It is so much more than that. Two of the largest sectors which still have an impact, yes, are fintech, so financial technology, which is about 5 years ahead of the property market in terms of the banks and the digital transformation of the banks. But there is a natural symbiosis between the financial technology market and the property technology market. And construction technology, or Contech. I think it was mentioned about robotic and robots, and we're seeing a significant impact in the supply chain of the construction industry at the minute. With things like blockchain, yes. Things like robotic bricklayers, there is a significant impact. So that is a graphical visualization of the PropTech market today.